Was talking to an insurance company about 2 weeks ago or so, and they were asking me to do an evaluation on a property. And one of the questions was, how long has the mold been there? I said, I don't think anyone can answer that question. I wanted to talk about the timeline of mold growth because water damage restoration companies are asked to be on site within 6 hours of a water loss. And the reason is that everybody knows that the time clock has started. Natural occurring spores will germinate within 48 hours of a water release. It only takes 48 hours. So nobody wants to have a mold claim. So they want you to get out there with your dehumidifiers and your fans and all that and dry the building out before it can germinate. So here's a timeline for mold. You have a water release, you have a water loss. You have 48 hours for natural occurring spores to germinate. And what happens is that the spore pops open, turns around, creates an anchor. It's not really a root. It's not a plant. It's an anchor. That's why it can grow on glass, plastic, steel, any kind of surface. It's just an anchor. And then it creates a stalk and branches, and each mold genera has their own characteristics of growth pattern, just like every tree that you ever look at. You know, evergreen or deciduous, they all have different styles of their branches coming off the stalk. Mold's the same way. Point is that the colonies, after 9 days after germination, those colonies will be mature enough to create their own spores. So 11 days from the water loss, those natural occurring spores can have created mature colonies where you'll get a logarithmic, explosion of spores inside the building. So the reason why you can't tell how long mold has been there is once you remove the moisture and it goes dormant, they don't change. I mean, they're there. They're not going to go away. They're just waiting for the next pulse of water. So you can go into a building and the mold's been there for 10 years. You collect a tape lift sample, and then you collect another tape lift sample of something that's only 2 weeks old or 3 weeks old. The old dormant material may be just a little bit desiccated, little bit skinnier, but once you add water or humidity to it, it's going to rehydrate. It's going to look brand new.